Hello, I'm Ingrid. I'm a channel. And just seeing what's going on in our world at the moment, it's rather unsettling. I don't care who you are, it is unsettling. We don't know the outcome. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what's true and what's not true. You hear a bit of this, then you hear a bit of that. Are these people telling the truth or are they telling the truth? And so we're all feeling a little bit of anxiety at the moment and fear. And it's only natural with what's going on. We also have heard about the new Earth, and then there's the old Earth, the 3D and the 5D, and are we going to make it to the 5D? And there's a little bit of anxiety about that too. And, everything is very unsettled, and that's just change. Change causes us to feel unsettled, and it's very normal, absolutely normal. And in fact, the other side, the good side of it is we will never change if there isn't this unsettling that happens to cause the change. So it works side by side. It's two things that come together as one. And we need to be unsettled so we can move forward. Otherwise, we'll just stay exactly the same way we are. There's no need for any change. So it came to me that, being a healer, I work with a full spectrum of beings. And when I channel, different beings come in all the time. So I thought it would be a very good idea to ask a group of different beings of light on their bigger picture, the eagle's eye view of what is going on in our world at this time. Because whenever you can see the bigger picture, it eases you. You're not so caught up in the details and the smaller picture. When you can see the bigger picture, you can go, okay, now I understand. Now I can see what's going on, and I feel a lot better about that. So it came to me, probably from them, that I should ask, and I decided to ask 9 different beings that I know quite well, that often come in for healings or for channeling or whatever, just to ask them what their take is on what's happening in our world right now. How do they see it? What's happening? What is the bigger picture? What's really happening? Not to be caught up in all the details. So the first that I asked was the ancients. They're very dear to my heart. I believe they are in Middle Earth, and they have been here for a very long time. They were on top of the earth, and then they decided to go down. And that's where they reside now. And they are very wise. They understand. They are the ancients because they are ancient. And they understand how the patterns, the cycles of the earth works, how Mother Gaia works. They've seen it all, been here forever. We're here probably from the start. Who knows? And so they're very wise. So the ancients have come in, and this is their answer. There are undercurrents in your world which have been gaining deeper and deeper momentum. They have gone too far. The time has come for those that are connected to the matrix and the earth to recalibrate and send out feelers to halt the proceedings of the dual ways to humanity. Duality is a part of your world. It is how all souls can find their way back to the unity and oneness through the duality. When you realize that what you are not, then one can know who they are. That is the reason for duality. However, a boundary needs to be drawn as to how far the duality can be expressed. So if we listen to that, basically the ancients are just saying the time has come for the duality has just gone on. It's gone too far. And so it has to be curbed now and brought in. And the second being that I asked was Gaia Mother Earth, who I love dearly. And she has said, as my vibration is being raised, and so is yours, We all have the opportunity to expand in consciousness and joy. This is delightful to me. However, this state does not come without some work, and that upliftment is the change which is going on in the world right now. Yes, I am moving and shaking as deep wounds are being cleansed. For just as with the bodies, pollutants and poisons need to be released for my state of being to be raised. We are all experiencing this together, for you all are my children, and we all need to be honored with clean water, air, and food. Love is the only expression I have for you, and nothing should block nothing should block those relations. Isn't she beautiful? All forgiving, all loving. You think of the things we've done to her. Isn't that wonderful? And then the next being I asked was the Creator. Sound and vibration is how this entire universe was created and is still being created. Through all of you and the earth, the cosmos, and all planets and stars, there is a beautiful light which flows. This light and sound is the flow of the universe, the sound of creation. It flows through everything. Every action, every thought, and every way of being. Sorry, that touches my heart. You are connected to this flow. Otherwise, you would not be here. Those that have caused this flow to halt and stop in others are stopping the natural flow of the creation. This is not the way of the universe, and balance must be restored. This halting of the flow gives rise to duality, which is needed for awakening. However, if there is too much duality, then the world will self-destruct, meaning if the polarization, if it's on such opposite sides, it will destruct. The duality is merely the path used to find the unity and oneness again within all. So obviously I think that's beautiful. I hope you do too. And then I asked Ra. We may know him as the sun god from Egypt, Egyptian times. And he's very direct. Yes. My child, I am Ra. I have the notion that you too understand what is going on in the earth right now. There is a narcissistic point of view and an empathic point of view in this world. There are the two polarities. The narcissistic point of view is of control of the masses, use of slavery for the narcissists to enjoy, and prosper physically from these proceedings. However, the empath point of view is to enjoy the earth and nature, to embrace everyone, including plants and animals, and to live in love. This is oneness, care, and love. This is unity. This is the new earth way you speak of. However, the narcissistic approach is doom and gloom. Do not be afraid if this is what you are seeing right now. You do have a choice to move into whichever polarity. You have free will. Sure, so he really has just put it straight out there. And obviously we all embrace a bit of narcissism and empathic ways of being as well, but we just don't want to predominantly be one or the other. However, our world has been run by one, and time for balance to be restored again. And next we move on to the Andromedans. My dear child, all we can say, sorry, they call me my child. I think I am from this heritage. Well, not I think, I know I am. And obviously with Ra as well. So my dear child, all we can say is that one must let this play out. What is occurring is inevitable. It cannot be stopped, for you live in a universe of cause and effect. This is the effect of the cause of living without love in the heart, without care for your neighbor, and without a sense of who you really are. We speak of this as we urge you all to embrace this knowing deep within your own selves and to shift your own consciousness and, of course, the consciousness of the world. This can only be done with an open heart, and love is the path. In this way, all anger, hatred, and discord will dissipate. We urge you to take care of your inner world, and you will begin to observe the effect in your outer world as the universe recalibrates around you. This is the most important path of action. Please understand the power that you yield, for this too is part of the path for you. The Andromedans are very loving and very beautiful beings. They taught me love. Quan, she's the next one I asked. She is from the Chinese, she's a goddess in the Chinese tradition, as well as Buddhism. Also another very loving, forgiving, just beautiful goddess. My dearest beloveds, my heart calls out to all of you. My love overflows to each and every one of you. It is a sad day when we must witness the cruelty and illogical way of being during war. However, there are very few who desire war, and we must remember that we have this on our side. When all else fails, we can always move forward with love and forgiveness. This is what it is for. Love and forgiveness is the bridge between destruction and your future. Non-judgment will play a part in this too. Allow all to come together for the highest good of all. Even if you feel like your country is failing you, if your leader is taking you astray, move inward and find the love within. Hold the space for the best decisions to be made and observe the workings of the creation around you. This awareness is what will keep the world standing. Very sensible advice. And now we're going to move on to the Archturians. It is love which flows through everything in this creation. And how I know the Archturians too is absolute love. They played a very big role in teaching me how to heal, and they really just are the most amazing healers, and it's all through love. Everything is through love. It is love which enables our creation to exist. It is love which has caused the disarray you find your world in at this time. For when the flow of love turns to one's own egoic self only, then love becomes obstructive and selfish. If you can turn outward, embrace all, and love, miracles can happen. We urge you all to embrace the love within, to embrace the love without. But first, you do have to go in. This will send a ripple effect out into the world, and the splitting will occur with grace. They're talking about the splitting of the earth as in the new earth. The splitting is a natural phenomenon. In the nature of this creation, when two polarities become so far from each other, such opposites, the vibration cannot sustain them being together. A split naturally will occur. It has to. So reside in this knowledge and continue to clean up your own world of mind, body, emotions, and soul. And that is such good advice for what we can do for the world right here, right now. If you feel like you want to contribute, we can't be out there on the front lines, but what we can do is go inward, find that peace, find that stillness, find your light and shine it with love for the world, for everyone all around you. That is what, at the end of the day, these beings are asking us to do. So the next one is the Archangels, our beautiful inhabitants of this earth. We love and care for all of you. No person is excluded from our love. No thing is excluded from our love and support. Yes, some may find themselves swayed in a direction which does not support the all, but at some point they will come back. It is inevitable. All will find the one, and all will be at one with God, the highest, once again. We all will. Nobody won't. Everything has to go back to its origin, regardless. And we're just all at different stages of the path. With this knowledge, we ask you to realize that each soul is playing out at different stages of their evolution. Some are closer to oneness, and others have further to go. In essence, we are all the one and of the same makeup and substance, whether angelic or human. We are here in full force to support each other and every one of you. You are not alone, ever. Should any being pass over to the other side, we will be right beside them, helping them to transition to the other plane, a new existence, a new way of being. The earth is offering you just this, but in a physical plane, a new way of being. They're talking about the new earth. Living from the heart, and those of you whose hearts ache for this way of being, mine certainly does, will graciously move into a new timeline to match the heart within. Beautiful. And last but not least, we have the light beings giving us an answer. I call them Eloham. I know in the Bible or in the Jewish religion they're often referred to as Elohim, but I know them as Eloham. That's how they come through to me, and they are beings of light. So I often just see them as in the form of a human figure, but they're just light. There's no details, or they're just light. We embrace you all today with light. Light is light. It is not heavy and bothersome. Light dances, is happy and free. It cannot be confined. We urge you all to enhance these qualities of light within you. Your creation and world is how you see it. Allow the light to shine and be free. Live in the moment, for there is no other. Whatever has been or whatever will be is not now. You can shine now. The world is doing what it must. You just shine. This is all we ask of you and all you need to do. Shine your inner light, your soul light, the light of the Creator, and this will awaken those around you. Should they wish to awaken, just shine. That is, sometimes I think we get so caught up in life and things can seem so complicated and decisions that we need to make. And at the end of the day, it's actually quite simple. We just got to live in the moment, shine our light, and just really be and practice that stillness and shining and just, it's really not that complicated. We make it complicated. If we can just get out of the way, it would be much easier. Anyway, I'm sending you all so much love. I'm just wondering if the beings don't want to just do, I am a healer and I use light language and frequency via my voice for healing. And so a lot of activations happen and healing and all sorts of things. So I just want to see if they may just want to just transmute something for now. Let's see what comes through. Just give me a moment. O kanti ashtati kambayan tantaki yondu hayano ashati handandayai sasa to ayuwe ha. So if you can just be aware of your body and especially your beautiful heart, and just allow these sounds to pass through your being. And just imagine them as waves of sound just passing through your being. Ayanta kandidi kushanta kandiyat kuku satatiti hayano hayambayayataya sasato hayam. If you feel emotions coming up, allow them to come up. Don't suppress them. Allow them to come up and allow them to pass through you, just as the sounds are passing through your body. And with them, they are taking things that you don't need, emotions, ways of being, states. Just let it all pass through your being, just like breath as you breathe it in and you breathe it out. Ayambaya katatati an kowishin koto katatian. Haya sasatati hayo. Hayam di ayam bayasu. Hayam di anda kakandi okoshatati. Hayam body we know. So that was a combination of beings, of many of the beings we've heard from. And if you feel like you really can't shift something and you need to, please contact me for a healing. I do remote healings in the comfort of your own home. And especially if you felt like this shifted something in you, you are ready. Sending you all lots and lots of love.